वेणुगोपाल। एक मिनट, मैं सभी माननीय सदस्यों को जिन्होंने नोटिस दिया है उनको सबको एक एक दो मिनट बोलने की इजाजत दे रहा हूँ। हल्ला क्यों कर रहे हैं भाई?
बशीर जी, they'll call your name.
हाँ तो बोलेंगे तो दो मिनट जो विषय है रूल 72 के तहत ही बोलोगे ना आप, नियम कानून के तहत ही बोलोगे ना। हाँ बोलिए।
Sir, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to raise an objection on this draconian law which is introduced by the government. Sir, fundamentally this is an attack on constitution. Basically, when we are talking about the constitutions, this bill is a fundamental attack on constitution. Sir, see sir, as per the provision, clearly, composition of the Central Waqf Council, basically, the Central Waqf Council, where the Waqf property is coming, sir, that is coming from the donations of the believers. Those who are believe in the God and those who are be that, they are giving the Waqf donations. Now, Article 26 is very clear, sir. Freedom to manage religious affairs, subject to public order, morality and health. Every religious denomination of any section thereof shall have the right to establish and maintain institutions for religious and charitable purposes. To manage this own affairs in matters of religion. To own and acquire movable and immovable property. And to administer such property in accordance with the law. This is Article 26 of the Constitution, sir. This bill, through this bill, they are putting a proviso that non-Muslims also be the member of the governing council. Sir, through you, sir, I would like to ask a question to the government. Whether we think about the Supreme Court constitute the board of Ayodhya, whether anybody can think that a non-Hindu be the part of Ayodhya Mandir board, sir? Sir, we are believing in, sir, I told that. Guruvayur temple, there is a temple Devaswam board. Anybody can believe that that temple Devaswam board can have non-Hindu? Sir, this is only, this provision, anybody, non-Muslims also be part of Waqf Council, is correctly an attack on the faith and freedom of religion. Correctly. Sir, that we are talking about you are telling we are the constitution. When we are showing the constitution, you are telling you people are protecting the constitution. This is a fundamental attack on constitution. This bill is a fundamental. Now you are going for Muslims. Next you will go for Christians. Next you will go for Jain. Next you will go for Parsi. Next you will go for... Therefore, there is a fundamental principle. You cannot go with Hindu. Sir, in our tradition, what is the tradition of Indian? What is the culture of Indian? Yadnaji, we are believing the culture and tradition of Indian, Bharat. Respect each other's faith. I told you, we are Hindu, sir. We are a believer, but same time we are respecting the faith of other religions also. That is the basic principle. You want this bill is specialized for Maharashtra, Haryana election. This bill is specialized, but you don't understand that. Last time, people of India clearly taught a lesson to you. This type of divisive politics, India people will not going to buy now. Now again, you are trying to experiment that bill, sir. Againly. This is an attack on federal system also. This is a clear attack on federal system also. Waqf properties, there is actually the nitty-gritty of the things dealing by the states, rules, and the data collection, everything. This bill is take away all the data collection to the central side. Therefore, attack on constitutional freedom of religion, attack on federal system. Answer 3, sir, basically the 3. Sir, clearly, Waqf by use. This is a concept of Waqf by use. You see that near Delhi Parliament, there is a mosque, more than 200 years old mosque. Nobody know that how it became, what was actually the property deal of that mosque itself. You are removing the clause of Waqf by use through this amendment. That means there is going to be a dispute in each and every mosque where there is no deed. What will be the happen? Your fundamental idea is to create conflict and create the anger between the communities and make violence everywhere. Okay, I can understand if you want a prospective bill on this cross. There is still be justification. Retrospectively, you are taking over all the pilgrim centers which have no deed. There were traditional HSOs. My point is every legislation, there should be a motive of, there should be an intention of well-being. That is what we are witnessing. That should come from the heart. Every legislation has to come from the ruler's duty is to make the decision which come from the heart. Now you are ill-motive to divide the people of this country. That is why we bring the bill. Therefore, we are totally objecting the bill. This bill cannot be passed, sir. This bill cannot be introduced, sir.
Shri Mohi Bulla.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। जनाब सदर, मैं आपकी तवज्जो इस तरफ चाहता हूँ आपके माध्यम से कि मैं वाहिद आदमी हूँ इस सदन में जिसमें वन मैन कमेटी आपके द्वारा बनाई गई सरकार के, और मैं उसमें पेश हुआ 123 प्रॉपर्टी में। जस्टिस आर्यन ने जो रिपोर्ट पेश की आज तक वक्फ बोर्ड को नहीं बताया गया, चूँकि वो आपकी मंशा के खिलाफ थी और गवर्नमेंट की मंशा के मुताबिक नहीं थी। 123 प्रॉपर्टी में जब मंशा के खिलाफ हमारे नहीं आई, मंशा के मुताबिक नहीं आई, तो हमने 2 मैन कमेटी बनाई और 2 मैन कमेटी ने भी कोई रिपोर्ट वक्फ बोर्ड को नहीं दी, जबकि वक्फ एक्ट जो है 1995 जो है वो पार्लियामेंट से पास शुदा है कि हम पार्लियामेंट के जो एहतराम है उसका नहीं कर रहे, उसके हुकूक का। इसी तरह से सर सूबाई हुकूमतों को इख्तियार दिया गया। सर हिंदू एंडोमेंट में जो कर्नाटका और तमिलनाडु में है वहां कोई मुस्लिम नहीं हो सकता, और 26 में आर्टिकल 26 का वायोलेशन है। 4 धाम में ये लिखा हुआ वाज़े तौर पर कि सिर्फ हिंदू होगा। बिहार उड़ीसा में भी यही लिखा हुआ है। पंजाब हरियाणा में गुरुद्वारा प्रबंधक कमेटी में सिर्फ सिख होगा ओनली, और ये उनका अधिकार है जिसको माना गया है। लेकिन मुस्लिम के साथ में यह अन्याय क्यों है? और सुन लीजिए सर मैं आपकी तवज्जो के चाहता हूं, दुनिया का सबसे पहला वक़फ़ खाने काबा मक्के में है। क्या हम उसके ऊपर भी सवाल उठाएंगे कि वहां पर भी हमारा कोई हिंदू भाई हो? हम अपने वकार को, अपनी इज्जत को, अपने मुल्क की, अपने शान को, अपने संविधान को खुद अपने पैरों तले रौंद रहे हैं। और वक़फ़ एक मुसलमानों का मजहबी अमल है, एक मजहबी फरीजा है। इससे उनको महरूम कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के जरिए से भी कोई ताकत नहीं कर सकती। सर ये हम बहुत बड़ी गलती करने जा रहे हैं जिसका खुमियाजा हमें अभी नहीं सदियों तक हम भुगतते रहेंगे, क्योंकि हम खुद अपने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को, संविधान को, उसकी पामाली कर रहे हैं। अगर हमें इस सिलसिले में मैंने सर पूरा मैंने उसको मध्यम से पढ़ा है और मैंने पूरी 40 तरामीम जो उसमें गलत है उसको लिखकर जो है वो मैं लेकर आया हूँ। सर इसके जरिए से सरकारी अमले को बाज़ाब्ता तौर पर यह हक आखिर तो कलेक्टर को दिया जा रहा है, सर्वे कमिश्नर के इख्तियारात खत्म किए जा रहे हैं। आखिर सर्वे कमिश्नर भी तो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का होता है। सर ऐसे कैसे कर सकते हैं हम? और फिर सर उसमें मेरे मजहब के मुतालिक चीजें हैं तो वो कैसे कोई दूसरा तय करेगा? क्या कुरान में क्या लिखा है, फिक़ा में क्या लिखा है, इस्लाम में क्या लिखा है, ये आप तय करेंगे या मैं तय करूंगा? सर इससे हम मजहब में दखल अंदाजी कर रहे हैं, इंटरफेरेंस ऑफ द रिलीजन कर रहे हैं। सर इस तरह के कवानीन से मुल्क की साख को नुकसान पहुंचेगा। कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की स्प्रिट हम खत्म कर देंगे। और अगर ये होगा तो कोई भी अकलियत, कोई भी माइनॉरिटी अपने आप को हिंदुस्तान में सेफ नहीं करेगी। पिछले दिनों सिखों के साथ भी ये हुआ और कुछ क्या कहते हैं ईसाई भाइयों के साथ भी इस तरह के वाकयात हुए हैं, जिसकी वजह से सब लोग अपने आप को असहाय महसूस कर रहे हैं। 10 साल से जो मुल्क में माइनॉरिटीज के साथ, उनके हुकूक के साथ, उनके रिलीजन फ्रीडम के साथ जो खिलवाड़ किया जा रहा है, उससे रूह कांप जाती है। और दिल ऐसा महसूस होता है कहीं ऐसा ना हो कि जनता इन हुकूक के लिए, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को बचाने के लिए दोबारा सड़कों पर आ जाएगी। सर
ये रूल 72 के तहत ये विषय है, इसलिए मेरा आपसे आग्रह, मैं इससे आग्रह करता हूं कि संक्षिप्त में अपनी बात को रखें। श्री सुदीप बंदोपाध्याय, आपका नंबर।
Sir, I will be brief. My constituency is City Kolkata. I have huge number of Muslims and full of Waqf properties and everything. I am little aware. I will speak only few points that it is a violative of Article 14, which is equality before law. It is unconstitutional due to violation of Article 25 and 26 of the Constitution, which talks about right to freedom of religion. It is opposing that right. It is against federalism, as land as stated, the 7th schedule of the Constitution is a state subject. In Sardar Sayyidana Tahir Saifuddin Sahib versus State of Bombay, 1962, the Supreme Court ruled that states should not interfere in the matters of religion. This bill is divisive. The bill is anti-constitutional. The bill is anti-federal. Therefore, I strongly object to the introduction of the bill.
श्रीमती के कनिमोजी।
Thank you, sir. It's a very sad day in Parliament today. This year, when we came back to the Parliament, many of the members took their oath with the Constitution in hand. That was to protect the Constitution, to imply that the Constitution is supreme and it has to be protected. But today, we see that this government is blatantly going against the Constitution. This bill is just not against the Constitution, it's against federalism, it's against a religious minority, it is against human beings. Yes. It shuns justice in every possible way. The bill violates Article 25 and Article 26 of the Constitution, which says we have the right to follow a religion and the rights of the religion to follow and manage its own religious affairs. The bill allows non-Muslims to be a part of the work board. Like many people here have raised a question that will it be possible for a Muslim or a Christian to be part of the board which manages a Hindu temple? Yes. Would you allow that?
No, also Sikhs.
And Sikhs? Parsis? Would you allow that? No. But then, why should somebody who does not believe in a particular religion have the right to make decisions on behalf of that religion? Is this not unfair? Is this not against the law of justice? And it is a direct violation of Article 30 of the Constitution, which deals with the minorities to administer their own institutions. You're bringing others, now you're giving the right to decide whether the property belongs to the government or the work board, the collectors, and then another committee above them will be deciding whether the land or the property belongs. And we know already many old mosques are in danger today.
Yes.
Suddenly, there is a PIL and people are sent, archaeologists are sent there, and they discover that it was a temple before this. And then there is hate, division, issues among the people of the country. It is happening.
Don't answer it. Don't answer it.
It is happening. And this bill is specifically targeting a particular community, a particular religious group, and it violates Article 14 of the Constitution, which says equality before law. And it is omitting Section 40 of the existing bill, which deals with the powers of the work board to decide whether a property is the work board property or not. So this bill is completely against the Muslims, the minorities, and it does not believe that this country is made of people.
Secular.
It's a secular country. It is made of people who have different kinds of belief, different languages, different ethnicity, and different religions. This bill will destroy what our forefathers dreamt India should be. I oppose this bill. Thank you.
राजीव रंजन जी।
अध्यक्ष महोदय, कई माननीय सदस्यों की बात सुनी है। This is not JDU is a party here. JDU is a party here. Whether it is opposing or supporting, I have to record my view. आपके कहने से you will not conduct the house.
माननीय सदस्य बोलिए।
अध्यक्ष महोदय, कई माननीय सदस्यों की बात सुनने से ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे यह जो संशोधन लाया गया वक्फ बोर्ड के कानून में यह मुसलमान विरोधी है। कहां से ये मुसलमान विरोधी है? कौन सा इसका कानून मुसलमान विरोधी बताता है? यहाँ उदाहरण दिया जा रहा है कि अयोध्या की मंदिर, गुरुवायु, अरे मंदिर और संस्था में अगर अंतर आपको नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो आप कौन सा तर्क खोज रहे हैं? अरे ये मंदिर नहीं है, आपके मस्जिद को छेड़छाड़ करने का प्रयास नहीं किया जा रहा है। यह एक कानून से बना हुआ संस्था है। उस संस्था को पारदर्शी बनाने के लिए कानून बनाया जा रहा है। पारदर्शिता होना चाहिए। कोई निरंकुश संस्था कोई भी कानून से, वक्फ बोर्ड कैसे बना? वक्फ बोर्ड किसी कानून से बना है, और कानून से बना हुआ कोई भी संस्था अगर निरंकुश होगा तो उसमें पारदर्शिता लाने के लिए सरकार को हक है, अधिकार है कानून बनाने का। अब ये उसकी तुलना कर रहे हैं, ये तुलना कर रहे हैं मंदिर से। ये मंदिर से कहाँ उसका मतलब है? कोई धर्म के नाम पर बंटवारा नहीं हो रहा है। ये भ्रम फैलाना चाहते हैं और ये बात करते हैं अल्पसंख्यकों की, अल्पसंख्यक की बात कर रहे हैं। केसी वेणुगोपाल जी अल्पसंख्यक की बात करते हैं। इस देश में हजारों पंजाबी सिखों को किसने मारने का काम किया था? किसने उसकी हत्या की थी? आपने की थी, आपकी पार्टी ने किया था। हम उसके गवाह हैं, हम उसके गवाह हैं। हजारों सिख समुदाय, कौन सा सिख समुदाय जो टैक्सी ड्राइवर था उसने इंदिरा गांधी की हत्या की थी? सड़कों पर घूम घूम के सिखों की हत्या कर रहे हैं और अल्पसंख्यक की दुहाई दे रहे हैं। बाहर है वाह। इसलिए इस बिल को आना चाहिए, पारदर्शिता आनी चाहिए। संस्था में कोई भी संस्था पारदर्शी
श्रीमती सुप्रिया सुले।
Sir, I stand here on behalf of the NCP vehemently requesting the government either to withdraw the bill completely. That is our request to this government, because no detailed consultations have been done with people who actually are running this organization today. So I request with full humility to this government to either withdraw it, and if they do not want to withdraw it, at least send it to a standing committee or make a committee together of the entire all-party meeting and then do it. Please do not push agendas without consultations. I will not repeat a single point which earlier my case, but the sad part is this, that we did not find about this bill from the parliament. We found out about this bill from the media. So is this the new way of this government working? कि पहले मीडिया को बताएंगे फिर पार्लियामेंट होगा, तो हम पढ़ के पार्लियामेंट पहले मीडिया में बताएंगे पहले. What is this new work of starting, sir? So you are insulting the parliament as a system and a democracy which we are also proud of. So our parliament has been undermined here. So you think we have no problem if you are leaking things to media? But don't do selectively. This office, this is a temple of democracy. We take our job very seriously. So please inform the parliament first before leaking it selectively to the media, is my request. Sir, the other point is that you have deleted section 40. Yeah, please.
एक मिनट, संसद में तो सर्कुलेट किया है ना इसको बिल्कुल,
इसलिए वो कल,
but it came in the media before that.
बिल कल ही सर्कुलेट हो गया था.
It came in the media.
मैं ये जस्ट क्लैरिफिकेशन कर रहा हूँ, मीडिया के पास कैसे पहुँचा. ये बिल नियम तहत लोकसभा सेक्रेटरीट में अपलोड होने के बाद, मेरा पत्र जाने के बाद फिर अपलोड हुआ, फिर कॉपी सर्कुलेट हुआ, उसके बाद किसी भी तरीके से पब्लिक डोमेन में आने के बाद इसमें लिख का कोई
संसद ने
कल बीएससी में भी चर्चा हो चुके हैं. कल बीएससी में सारे पार्टी के मेंबर्स बैठ करके चर्चा भी हो चुके हैं.
देखिए माननीय सदस्य, प्लीज एक मिनट देखिए, ये बिल सभी माननीय सदस्यों को सर्कुलेट किया गया है. मैं तारीख सही बताता हूँ अभी आपको, एक मिनट में तारीख सही बताता हूँ. सर्कुलेट किया, एक मिनट मेरी बात सुने, सर्कुलेट किया, सर्कुलेट करने, एक मिनट सर्कुलेट करने के बाद बिजनेस एडवाइजरी कमेटी के अंदर इस बिल के विषय के अंदर समय आवंटन हुआ. ये सब आप बिजनेस एडवाइजर सब दल के नेता थे. श्रीमती सुप्रिया सुले.
Sir, the only concern is this should not be a pattern, because Parliament is supreme in a vibrant democracy like India. That's the only limited point I am raising here, sir. Sir, in section 3C, the collector issue which Kani Mozi ji has raised, it's very, very worrying. A collector cannot take these decisions unilaterally. We vehemently object to that. Deleting section 40. Now, WAF is there or is not there is clearly needs to be told. You have deleted section 40, sir. It is not helping the cause, or I don't know what the intention is. If you are really bringing in transparency into a system, why are you deleting section 40 is my question to this. Then the Waqf tribunal, it's completely weakened. The tribunal has no powers, because if anybody can challenge and go to the High Court, then what is the role of the tribunal, sir? So this is a...
Please wait, you hear us.
Patience, yaar. Then there's section 108, section B. The rules will be made by the central government. Then what will be the rule of the states? The states, cooperative federalism, तो ये सरकार भूल ही गई हर चीज में, sir. Yesterday in the GST we had the same issue. The Honorable Finance Minister gave us a very long reply, detailed reply, which I appreciate. But she is saying that nothing is, don't bring issues here, go back to the states. So then why are we elected here? Why do we have a parliament if for everything we have to go back to the states? And states का कोई सुने तो ना. That is the other problem. They say write to the states, then why are we writing to ministers here? It has no value. How can you undermine the central government? This is supreme, all state subjects. State GST, sir, I agree with you. But if in the GST council my minister doesn't come, what can I do? If we are not heard, how will it happen, sir? So my request is in 108 section B, the rules states need to have their powers. Please do not take powers away. And equity before law. Sir, this country is about unity with diversity. Any country, look at what is happening in Bangladesh, sir. There is so much pain in Bangladesh. We are all very concerned about everything that's going on. So my thing is minorities should be protected in every country because they are lesser in numbers. So I think it's our moral duty to make sure, please, the government should clarify what is the intent of the government for and what is the timing. ऐसा क्या हुआ है वक्फ बोर्ड में कि अभी आपको ये बिल लाना है? Sir, we object. Please withdraw this bill. Let's have more detailed discussions. There are committees which are forming. Let's discuss it and only then bring a bill which is fair and which is just in this country. Because in this constitution, every citizen matters and counts. That's what rightfully is given to every citizen, sir. Thank you.
माननीय सदस्यगण, एक बार फिर चेक कर लें। इस बिल को 6 तारीख को सर्कुलेट कर दिया था। आप पोर्टल पे चेक कर लें, क्योंकि आप सदन के बारे में, संसद के बारे में बोल रहे हैं, इसलिए मैं इस विषय को क्लियर कर रहा हूँ। मैं आपने कहा कि ये बिल सीधा मीडिया में आया और हमें सर्कुलेट नहीं किया, इसलिए कह रहा हूँ मैं आपको। मीडिया में क्या क्या बात आती है इसके लिए हमारी जिम्मेदारी नहीं है। हमारी जिम्मेदारी इतनी है कि बिल सर्कुलेट 6 तारीख को हुआ है। MP अब्बू समदानी,
मोहम्मद बशीर।
नहीं, आप बोलेंगे, वो बोले, दोनों में से एक बोलेंगे, कोई बोलना।
Myself.
अच्छा
Sir, thank you very much, sir. I vehemently oppose the very presentation of this bill. As correctly pointed out by my learned friends, this is a clear violation of the Constitution. It is a violation of the fundamental right enshrined in our Constitution. Article 14, Article 15, Article 25, Article 26, and Article 30. Sir, this bill is ill-motivated, sir. You have got dirty agenda with you.
Yes.
Sir, if this bill is passed, the entire boxes system will be collapsed, sir.
Shame.
That is going to happen. Similarly, sir, various bodies, Waqf Board and Waqf Council, all these bodies will have no existence. They will not have any value because all the powers vested with these bodies are captured by the government and handed over to the district collectors. It's a funny thing, sir. Similarly, sir, this will spoil this secular nature of this country.
Yes.
Muslims cannot donate to the Hindu system and they cannot donate to Waqf system. That is the restriction. Are you not ashamed of making this country in this way, sir? What is happening in this country? You have forbidden that kind of thing, sir. At the same time, this will jeopardize all the system. Now, Waqf Board and Council, if you go through that bill, sir, what is happening? They have no any power. All the powers are going to be vested with the collector. As per this act, collector is superior than the chairman of the Waqf Board, sir. That is the system we can see in this, sir. Sir, the funny thing is not that, sir. Once this bill is passed, the evacuation of the encroached property will become impossible. That is the funny thing, sir. This bill says that once government is an encroacher in this, government building is situated in the Waqf land. Even after verifying, if that is cleared, then also it cannot be evacuated. So in fact, sir, you are encouraging encroachment on Waqf land. That is another thing, sir. Sir, another thing, we can very well understand. Powers of the Waqf administration, they will have no, this chairman and the Waqf Board members, they will have no any power. In this various bodies, in the Parent Act, there was a clause. What was that? from various constituency, members are there. There was a stipulation that they should be Muslims. But here, you are saying only two names. That should be non-Hindu, non-Muslims. Even the name of a Muslim is not mentioned in this, sir. It means that you want to engross the entire system according to your liking. That is what is happening, sir.
Yes.
And we have to understand one more thing, sir. Government is trying to create a lot of injustice, sir. Because we had a lot of work. I have participated in 50 in the Lok Sabha. A JPC was constituted under Mr. Rahman, our leader, community leader. Umar Khan. He made a wonderful report, sir. It was very clear. There was a lot of good thing. You are repealing all these clauses. After a lot of study, Rahman Khan committee recommended certain things, and amendment was made accordingly. Now you are repealing all these clauses. So what I am saying is, you are cruel in this. You have to be sympathetic in this, sir. This legislation, you are killing, ruthlessly killing the system, that work system. I urge upon you to prevail wisdom. You must think about that. Don't poison this country in a different way. That is what you are doing. Your intention is to spoil this country's communal. What you are doing is, you are putting Hindus and Muslims in watertight compartment. You may have that desire, but we will not allow this country to go in that direction. Sir, with this word, I conclude. Thank you very much.
Okay. K. Radhakrishnan.
Sir, I strongly oppose the Waqf Amendment Bill on behalf of Communist Party of India, Marxist. Sir, this is against our motto, unity in diversity. This bill has breached our constitutional right of practice of religions. This bill has violated the constitutional article 25, 26, 27, 28 and 30. As per the bill,
तो वक्फ एक्ट संशोधन बिल जो लोकसभा में पेश कर दिया है, जो विपक्षी दल हैं वो खुलकर इसको संविधान विरोधी, संघीय ढांचे के विरोधी, मानवता विरोधी तक करार दे रहे हैं। अल्पसंख्यक मुस्लिम विरोधी तो इसको गिनाया ही जा रहा है। वहीं दूसरी तरफ अभी तक जिस तरीके से रुख साफ हो रहा है तमाम दलों का, जेडीयू एनडीए में बीजेपी की सहयोगी, वो खुलकर बीजेपी के साथ इस बिल के समर्थन में आ गई है।